Hi, I'm Jen Kespohl with Roundtable Realty.
And I'm Angela Pariso with CMG Financial.
I first noticed Angela when I was scrolling through Facebook. We have a lot of mutual friends in the business, and her post really jumped out at me.
And I felt the same about Jen. Her positive energy just came across in her posts and her videos. It really, really resonated with me.
So I actually reached out and sent her a private message on Facebook to see if we could meet.
Which was interesting because I was about to reach out to her and see if she wanted to meet for coffee.
We met at a coffee shop, and I was worried I might have to cancel because my daughter got sick. But when I reached out to Angela, she seemed totally fine with me bringing her.
When you are watching parents interact with their children, it tells you a lot about their character and if they're on the same kind of wavelength that you are.
So as we sat there and my 6-year-old proceeded to spill hot chocolate and do all of those fun things, we learned that we have a lot in common. Not just the way that we run our businesses and the way that we approach the people that we work with, but as people, we had a lot in common. A good friend's son reached out to me on Facebook. He said that he and his brand new wife were thinking about buying a house, but they didn't even know if it would be possible. In fact, they were pretty sure that they wouldn't qualify or wouldn't qualify for enough to get a nice place. Tony's self-employed, and Keely had just changed jobs and was becoming a firefighter. So immediately I knew Angela was the one that I needed to get them in touch with.
At first glance, I knew they would qualify for a home. It was just a matter of figuring out how much. With the self-employment income, that's always a specific calculation we've got to do.
Her schedule was all over the place with her new endeavor in firefighting. His schedule was all over the place.
So I worked around their schedules. I found a time to meet them at a local coffee shop. I made a list of everything that I needed, and Tony and I sat down and kind of hashed things out together. Within a day or two, I was able to qualify them, but it wasn't quite the amount they were looking for.
And they were a little bit worried that they wouldn't find anything that they liked in their price range.
And that's why I love working with people like Jen, because I knew that Jen would find them way more of a house than they thought they could get for that amount of money.
We made our list, we went out and started doing some tours, and in less than a week we found the perfect home. I actually found it the minute it hit MLS, and I called them and said, we have to go to this house right now.
That's why it's so important for your lender and your realtor to work together and be in alignment.
This house was in their budget. It was an easy commute for where they needed to go. It was recently renovated. It marked every checkbox on their list.
So I immediately went into action, got her an updated pre-approval letter so that they could write that bid that night.
The lending process was so smooth. We were able to close within 30 days.
Jen and I both went to the closing. We were so happy for them. And then we were walking in the elevator right after they got their keys, and Keely said, I cannot believe that this mortgage payment is less than what we've been paying in rent, and we've got all this space.
I was so happy to be able to help them, and I honestly could not have done it without Angela.
It's possible more often than not that I can help people get to a place where they can own a home with help from realtors like Jen.
It's people like Tony and Keely that we love to help.
The first-time home buyers, the people who don't know the lending process, who need some extra guidance to get them to the closing table.
A lot of times people don't know what they don't know.
Exactly, and we're just here to educate them.
I'm Jen Kespohl with Roundtable Realty.
I'm Angela Pariso with CMG Financial.
And please reach out to us anytime, even if you don't think you're ready.